Here's a question I get often in today's world with AI and everything. Should you still learn to code? Because AI is getting better and better at writing code. So our developers are humans, you and me, still needed when it comes to coding? And the answer is absolutely yes. Talk to anyone who actually works in the field, actually has experience, and really knows what they're talking about, and they will tell you that anyone saying that you should not learn to code is essentially telling you not to learn a skill and to be at the mercy of what AI outputs. And here's the thing. AI, yes, it can write code, it can output code, it can even sometimes get the programs correct. But the thing is it always needs that human to validate its output and whether or not the program is achieving what the human, who is the one who's initiating this whole thing to begin with, if it's actually meeting what the intentions or what the goals are. So here's the thing is, if AI writes code for you and it can help save time, I'm not going to argue that. Absolutely, in some cases, AI can augment a developer and actually help them develop and output programs faster. But you still need that human element. You still need a human who understands code to make sure that the code is secure, because that's one thing that AI typically doesn't take into consideration is the security of the code. And then the second portion is the outside context that the AI is simply not aware of, where the human is, and the human can validate that code as to whether it actually meets the goals. So if someone is telling you not to learn code, think about this for a moment. When AI is making code easier and in more people's reach, you can go to ChatGPT today or any of these large language models, and you can have it create you a program. Where several years ago, you could maybe only do that if you knew how to actually code. So that means that more and more people are going to start developing and outputting more code. So here's the thing, think about this for a minute. If you don't understand programming or the code, you're at the mercy of what the AI gives you. So in fact, learning how to program and code is becoming even more important. And I will say right now, I will predict that you're going to see more and more schools incorporating learning how to code, because it's just going to be one of those elements like math, reading, just the foundational elements that you learn. Coding is going to be among them. So it doesn't matter how old or even how young. If you know how to read, you can learn how to code. And if you're not technical and you need help with that, I'll leave a link below for my course, because what I did is I broke everything down, made it really easy for you to understand and walk you through learning how to code. And I made it for people who have zero experience. But again, this is just to help you. I'm not here to actually sell you a course or anything. It's just, if you want to take it, great. But if not, here's the thing. Everyone, in my opinion, should learn how to code. You don't need to necessarily be an expert, but you should be familiar with some of the basic principles, because as you interact with AI, it's going to help you more and more understanding the output. And here's another thing that I will definitely share with you is learning how to code also changes the way you think and helps you problem solve, because it teaches you how to break things down into steps and actually organize and use the different tools and elements within programming to solve problems. It's sort of like math. Even if you don't know advanced math, you can take the normal math that you learn and still you find it helpful, right? If you get a paycheck, you're using math. If you're spending money, you're using math. So fundamentally, it actually is extremely important. So the same thing goes with AI, is if you are working with AI and more as AI is integrated into different systems, you're going to start to interact with it more. So understanding a little bit about the processes of how code is written is absolutely going to help you. And as jobs change, that's of course going to set you up for success. So my opinion is everyone should learn some degree of coding, even if it's just at a beginner level, that's fine, but just having those foundations will absolutely help you. So to answer your question, Is AI going to replace all coders and programmers? Absolutely not. And in fact, I will predict that in the coming months or so, you're going to notice that a lot of these companies that are getting rid of positions and trying to replace it with AI will start to realize that they actually need the human, and you're going to see a lot of these positions come back. And I think what's going to happen is these companies might step back a bit and use AI to augment positions rather than replace them, because it's just simply not there yet. It's getting close and close, but not there yet 100%. So that's where, again, position yourself for that future so that when AI is integrated more and more, you're able to work with it, understand it, and of course, even leverage that knowledge to go into different positions. But don't be the person who doesn't know how to code. Learn how to code today. Again, you don't have to be technical. You don't even need to know much about computers, but trust me when I say learning how to code is going to change the way you think, giving you advantage, and also, of course, add an important skill set that is relevant today and especially going to be relevant in the future. Thank you. I hope this was helpful. And if you have any suggestions for other videos you'd like to see, please let me know, because as you can tell, I'm answering questions that are coming in from people from just different platforms that I'm on, and I want to give you information that is helpful. So thank you. I hope this gave you some insights, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.